Oh, good morning. This is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and we're here for an episode of Conversations with a Corgi. I have had nothing but big problems with the internet lately. I cannot get this phone to hold a connection. It's only got like a zero point 0.5 bar, and it was working great for a few days, and I had the Comcast guy in, and I've been working with my computer guy, and blah blah blah, and now it's working but barely, so I could lose you any minute. One of the things I wanted to talk about today is everybody's growing levels of frustration and anxiety, and mine is certainly at the top of where it could be given all these technology problems, because I hate this stuff. I hate it. It should be easier. It should all work easier. And this phone is wonderful. It's not the phone's fault. I was reading online, tons of people brought their phone in and exchanged it. First of all, nothing's open, and I like my phone. And it's working now, so obviously it should work. Um, so, and I've recently learned that the Veterans Hospital where I teach yoga, they now have a confirmed positive patient there. Another nursing home where a friend of mine works has a confirmed positive patient there. That one's in Connecticut. And in that situation, they did not put a sign on the person's door saying isolation COVID-19. They did not ask employees coming in to wear a mask. They did not do anything to make people aware of the situation. Finally, my friend who was working there went up to somebody and said, what's going on? And they were very roundabout in answering the questions. This kind of behavior is unacceptable. I told my friend, you need to call the Department of Health right now for that state and send them a long email, because this is endangering many people's lives. Everyone in that nursing home should know about that patient, including the residents. Like, it's just awful. And the soldiers' home has very tight quarters, and they've got that person in isolation. And I can only imagine one place in that building where that person could be pretty darn isolated. And it's not that easy. And I don't know. I'm glad I'm not teaching yoga there. It's slowly creeping up on many of us. That is right, Kurt. So all of that anxiety is just, blossoming around here. And I'm very worried for some of my friends that work in healthcare. Another friend of mine who works in a nursing home as well. I know a lot of people in nursing homes. Now is feeling extremely ill themselves. And so maybe that person will come down with it too if they can get a test, because they're in an area where it's hard to get tests. That's another part of the problem. So one of the things I want to show you guys how to do today that will help me, and it will help you, it will help all of us. In fact, this type of breathing that we're going to work on is so helpful that they teach it to Navy SEALs and people that are under extreme pressure for their jobs. And it's called square breathing. And it's a square because it's 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. So you make a little square. And we might all remember from our days of learning ballroom dancing, the box step, where you step forward, over, back, down, and around, make a square. So that's what square breathing is. So you're going to breathe in for a count of 4, hold it for a count of 4, breathe out for a count of 4. It just figures that this person I've been trying to call is calling me back 3 hours later right now. She never calls at the right time. I mean, that's like our relationship is like she just has never got the same timing as me. Anyway, so let's try this breathing now. It does all the same things that the breathing I showed you the other day does. It relaxes your nervous system. It decreases your stress, decreases your anxiety. It aerates your brain. It helps your lung capacity. It lowers your heart rate. There are benefits, a page long from this kind of thing. And one of the things I learned from teaching craniosacral therapy is that a lot of the research about kind of the things like breathing that are not so obvious, like give a drug, does it work? A lot of those more esoteric things are researched by the government and the military in order to find ways to make their troops stronger and to influence other troops in a bad way. So there is a lot of research to show that this type of breathing really can help with anxiety. And this one you're not doing for 30 minutes or even 5 minutes. This one you want to do for just a few rounds. So let's try it now. Everybody take a big breath in and out. And if you get lightheaded, just start breathing normally. So you're going to breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out through your mouth for 4, hold for 4, breathe in through your nose for 4, hold for 4, breathe out through your mouth for a count of 4, hold for 4, breathe in, hold, breathe out, hold, breathe in through your nose for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, hold for 4. And it's interesting because Tristan's really watching me do this and looking at me, and he's very nervous about sitting here because this dumb stand for the phone is so much heavier than the old one. It fell down like 15 times, and he's really scared to be here. And this morning when I tried to do this, he was shaking, and now, he's kind of panting. Look at him, he's kind of happy. And I have to say that the breathing helps that. Anyone else's Corgi swallow their treats. Swallowing your treats? No. Make sure your Corgi chews his treats or squash them up for him. Oh, poor Corgis. This one's sad because we're rationing treats because I don't know where and when I'm going to get more, so we're on a treat decrease. So let's try a couple more rounds of that square breathing. Breathe in for 4 through your mouth or your nose. Hold for 4. Breathe out for 4 through your mouth. Hold for 4. In through your mouth for 4, or your nose. Why do I keep saying that? Hold for 4. Out through your mouth. And hold. So you can do it the way we've just done it now, where you do a couple of rounds of that. They recommend it 3 to 5 each time. And then take a little break and then do it again. And just remember, in through your nose, out through your mouth when you're doing it. And if you're off and you're doing it for 3 instead of 4, or you're doing it for 5 instead of 4, don't panic. And you can count the 4s in your head, Mississippi, as they said in Friends when Ross got over spray tanned. Or you can just count 1, 2, 3, 4, or you can look at a clock, your watch, or something like that. But try it, because this square breathing can really bring some relaxation into your life. And right now we all need it. I mean, the TV this morning, it's National Puppy Day. Yay, Puppy Day! And a friend of mine was supposed to be on for National Puppy Day on a local channel, and there has just been nothing but constant news from that channel about all the things going on in the city where that is. That's our big hospital around here. And the things they're doing from the health commissioner, from the police department, from the mayor, from the garbage people even, we're talking. So make sure that you take some time every day to do this kind of breathing. You need to stay informed. Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Love my lives. I don't know. It's snowing. Can you see the snow back there? And I'm supposed to go teach yoga tonight to my 3 guys in a giant room, and we're very close to complete lockdown, and I need to go do this in spite of the snow because one of the guys really wants to record it so he can practice it if we have to really shut down. And I think probably this week or next will be the last time to do that yoga. So it's really important that I try to get there. Hopefully the snow will be light. You have an overload of information. Yeah, Kurt, there is a lot of information. Sadly, there's a lot of misinformation, and I have been in touch with a couple of different friends who are generally smart, and one person does research for a living even, and they are grossly misinformed. So, yeah, there's a lot of information, and sorting through it is not that easy. So make sure you're doing this square breathing when you're sorting through it. And, look at it and see how recent it is. I mean, we're lucky that we have so much information because honestly, how bad would this be if we didn't have information? It would just be unbelievable. And thank God we have things like Facebook Live. And I mean, there's just so much great stuff going on online, on the computer. Broadway stars are doing like a house concert once a week. There are so many things that are tapping into people's creativity to get us through this time. And just be glad that we have this technology, or this could be terrible. We didn't have it like this when we had SARS, if you guys remember. So, everybody have a good day. Practice your breathing. New Hampshire border, not snowing yet. Well, it's coming up there, Bonnie. Ours is supposed to only last a little while and then turn into rain later tonight, but it's supposed to accumulate 4 inches between now and then. Not that I'm excited. I don't like snow. I want to be unsnowed. It's pretty for a little while. Like today is pretty. If this was the only snow we ever had, it would be fine. All right. Thank you, you guys. Enjoy your breathing, square breathing. Bring it in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, wait for 4. Navy SEALs do it. It's good for all of us. So give it a try. Thanks for joining us. Our city is now airborne. Worst in South Dakota. Oh my God, stay in, Danny. Bye-bye.